Hello there, this is Tabletop Templar, and today we're playing a game called Dice United. It is a soccer, football slash football game, depending on where you live, and it is a um, paper and pencil game. It's a replay game as well. Um, Kind of a simulation, but it really is pretty basic and simple. But it also means it's really easy to play. And I've played a few games so far, and so far it seems to be pretty good. I'm enjoying it, and I don't really have a lot of experience with these kind of games. I played Stratomatic baseball back in the day, and a little bit of the basketball game, but I'm really trying to get back into some of these replay games, and I am a soccer fan, so I figured, why not give this a try? And it's not too much money. Picked up on online, and there's a website that I'll link to, um, and you can check it out yourself. But right now we have two teams, Bournemouth and Arsenal. Bournemouth is going to be the home side, and Arsenal is the away side. So I filled in a little bit of the stats so far, at least the beginning. Bournemouth is Bournemouth is a little bit of an underdog, and Arsenal has a little bit of an advantage in some categories, but definitely Arsenal's the better home field team. If you look on their stats, their attack is more, the defense is the same, but less aggression, which is good, and higher control. While Bournemouth is definitely a stronger home side team. In a way, they really struggle. Uh, so this is the score sheet, and I've already filled out most of it. And then the penalty I grade I've already given them, and that's where you take the total of both aggression, so it's 8 and 10, and you come up to this chart, and you figure out what it is. And so it's 18, and so there it's a D grade, 13 to 20, and that represents how difficult this game is going to be to kind of referee, and how many rough challenges, penalty kicks, free kicks, uh, yellow cards, or red cards even might appear in this game. How aggressive this is going to be. So we still have a few stats to put in before we get started. It's going to be the keepers. So we're going to have to try to figure out who the Arsenal keeper. So there's a possibility of Leno or Martinez. And so we're going to roll to see who it is. And definitely a higher chance of Leno becoming the Arsenal keeper. But we'll give him a roll here. And we got 93. So it actually is going to be Martinez. He's going to be the keeper. He has a higher keeper rating. And let's see who the Bournemouth keeper is going to be. We got a roll of a 77. And we'll see that it's going to be Aaron Ramsdale. Pretty low chance of Mark Travers going to be a keeper, but it's going to be Aaron Ramsdale. Okay, I've gone ahead and added their names, Ramsdale and Martinez, and added their keeper rating of 8 and 9. And let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll one time dice for the first roll. You add 1 to it, and that's going to be the first action of the game. So 8, and then you add 1 is going to be 9. It's going to be in the 9th minute, will be the first action. And then we'll roll to see what kind of action is going to be. A 16, and so that's a higher than 13, so therefore the first action of the game is going to be a pitch battle, and a pitch battle is going to be over here. So we're going to roll the 2 dice, and the blue dice for me is the 10, the higher die, and this is the lower. So we're going to roll, and we got 60, and we'll go over here for the pitch battle. And so we're in the first half, so it's going to be a early warning if less than 20 minutes elapsed, warning only, and no added time. Otherwise it would be a yellow card with 1 minute added time. Well, it's less than 20 minutes, so it's just an early warning, and that's it. There's nothing else. All right, and with the early warning added, we move on to the next roll. And now we're rolling both time dice along with the discipline die. The 20-sided die is the discipline die. So we see the discipline die is going to be it's less than 13, so it's going to be an attack action. And so we see the time dice is 7 and 2, so it's 9. So the next action is going to happen in the 18th minute. So now we're going to roll both dice, and we're going to see what's going to happen for the attack roll. So this die is going to be the control die, and that's going to determine where who's going to get the ball. And the second one will be the defensive die. So we're going to roll these, and we got a 3 and a 17. So on the control die is a 3, so that means 1 to 4 is 1 to 11 is Arsenal, excuse me, and so it's going to be Arsenal's ball. The 17 is going to be the defense. So you look on the defense of Bournemouth, and they have a defense of 6. Now, if this die was 6 or less, then we would roll on the defensive chart, which is much more favorable for the defense. But since it's way more than 6, we're going to be rolling on the more favorable attack columns. Okay, so now we roll the percentage, or the die, and we see what happens. So we got an 8 and a 3, 83, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so it's going to be 81 to 85 is free kick, plus 1 minute of stoppage time. Attack forces a tactical foul. All right, so when we get stoppage time, I always add plus 1 to let me know that to add it up on stoppage time. And you can even go over here for this is the timing and quick reference card. You can add 1 minute. There's always at least a minute for the first half, and 3 minimum in the second half if you don't get 1 minute in the first half. So we've already got that. So now we've written Arsenal free kick. So now we got to figure out what the next roll is going to be. So go over to this chart, and we have free kick, and it's kind of mixed with a great chance, but the probabilities are different. So we're going to roll 2 dice for a free kick. Oh, 1 fell. And we've got a 5 and a 6. We got 56. So the free kick is going to be shot sails high and into the sands. So that's going to be a goal kick essentially for Bournemouth. So that free kick did not come to anything. All right, so now we will roll the next action. So we've got a 12. So that's less than the 13. So it's going to be an attack roll. We've got a 0 and a 3. So that means we're only going to have 3 minutes of time added. So the next action will happen in the 21st minute. And it'll be an attack roll. And the attack roll, and fell down. Okay, we've got a 12 and a 10. The control die is a 10. So it's going to be another chance for Arsenal. And 12 is higher than their defense. So, same procedure. We're going to roll for the attack. So we got a 24. And over here on the chart, it is going to be, it says attack 11 plus is a goal. Well, as we can see here, their attack is a 6, so nowhere near 11 plus. So that's in the A column. So if it doesn't meet that criteria, we move over to the next column, the B column. So it's going to be 8 or 9 would give them a free kick. Well, they don't have 8 or 9 either. So then we move over to the C column. So then it's just a corner kick. So as you can see, it starts off, much more favorable. Goals, keeper challenges, great chances, which are good attack rolls, or a better percentage. Keeper checks are favorable towards the attacker. But then as you can see, moving over, it gets corner kicks are a little bit harder to score. Free kicks, easier to score than corners, but not as good as great chances or keeper checks. And then over on the C column, you can see that it's mostly, basically missed chances with a few corner kicks thrown in. So it's going to be a corner kick for Arsenal, and we will have that next roll momentarily. So as you can see, the corner kick chart is, you can see that the percentage and the numbers definitely are, it favors the defense. So, 60 to 99, I mean, that's a pretty big range for just well defended and cleared. And essentially 30 to 99 is basically nothing. 25 to 29 is a keeper check. And only anything before that. And it really depends on the defense. And then there's a few other things. You could have an own goal even if you roll double zeros. So we'll see what happens with this roll. So we got 20, 25. And that's a pretty decent roll. It forces a keeper check. So we're going to roll again. And we've got a 4 and a 7. So 47 for keeper check. And so it's going to be keeper 6 plus is a save. Otherwise, it's a goal. So this is Arsenal's attack. So we do keeper check on Ramsdale. Well, his keeper rating is an 8. So that's 6 plus, that's over 6, so it's a save. So, and Ramsdale was able to scoop up that, a tough corner shot. So as you can see, the game, provides a kind of a narrative to it, and I really like that about this. And even though it's just die rolls and charts and basically percentage, it really does give you a pretty accurate feel for the game. And so far, I'm really enjoying this. Um, I'm trying. Maybe might want to play out a whole season. It'll take a while, but theoretically, you could get through a season, um, with a decent amount of time, and it really does feel like you're kind of watching the game. I mean, basically, it's simulating the highlights. It's not giving you every pass, necessarily every shot, but it's essentially what you would if you see the highlights. A video on YouTube. It's going to show you the best chances and the the goals and things like that. And I think that it captures that pretty well so far. So um, I'm gonna probably do a full review of this game at a later time, and maybe even do some more games like this. Maybe even do a complete game. But let me know in the comments what you think. Do you want to see more of this? Um, d- is this something that people are interested in? Uh, and let me know. All right. Well, thanks for watching. See you.